dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane.
Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert!
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Allen. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Achane on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Said not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
H.A. was one of the big backfield home run hitters in the 2023 draft. One of the fastest players in the class. Miami excitedly drawing up plays like that for him from the moment they sent that pick in.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice it?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. A-Chain gets it from the gun.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
17-0 our score after 1.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now Allen.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He'll check this down to Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Dolphins 31, Bills 9. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Stephon Diggs.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Tua on the bootleg here.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Third down and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Alert! Stop. Alert! Out! What's up?
Now Allen. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First throw now for the backup Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This to Hines on the drop-off. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Naeem Hines, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 23. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
throwing the incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion left goes Jones. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. A throw on the money to Rager. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Allen now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This is 2nd and 8.
Tua going to throw.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Rager catches it left side.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And Jones will go in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. down the right sideline.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tua. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
16 yards. First down, Miami.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 45, Bills 29.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
An audible here to get a new look. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bills 29.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
Certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Allen's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Mostert up the middle.
Taron Johnson made the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Dolphins 52, Bills 29.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Allen.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Allen to throw once more. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
19 tight.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Allen. Buying time to it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Allen will try to throw for it. It's complete. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And just shutting him off there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to H.A. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.